Warning. It is the opinion of the Forestry Productions LLC and the Working Perspectives podcast that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You have been warned, so if you decide to listen to the recording, then don't complain about the language.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Yeah, that's my favorite. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Was denied a bank loan. What's the other one he says in Anchorman? There's one other one that's fucking ridiculous.
I know the third one. I can never think of
There's
it.
another one, yeah,
It's
but
right
that was my
after he
favorite
says-
too.
Oh, unique New York, and then he says Human Torch is denied a bank loan.
And
The
he's like,
Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
On the show today, we'll be presenting topics from around the globe. We'll be breaking those topics up into 3 different categories. The categories are Stupid Is as Stupid Does, Incredibly Incredible, and Sports and Speds. Let's start the show. Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. It's here to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Strong Stem Steve Cabot, Lasmeeshma Liam Reese, and Jalen Dub Justin Richardson. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok. The Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Strong Stem, how we doing? Bae.
So not only did I get to go to my niece's gymnastics competition this weekend, but she took first in 2 events and overall second. And as Matt, you might appreciate this. They put you on a podium like they do in wrestling.
That's right.
So fantastic. You know, representing the family well. Shout out to my youngest niece.
Shout out to her. Very nice. All right, Lashmoosh, how art thou?
I'm good, man. I got a impromptu vacation. Kid got sent home from school sick, so using up some of that sick time that I would never use on my own. You know?
Hey,
Attaboy.
get that PTO in, baby.
Attaboy.
Nice. All right, Jalen Dub, how are you, sir?
The arsonist has oddly shaped feet.
That's
Ah,
it.
you son
That's
of
it.
a bitch.
That's it.
And
Beautiful
also, I'm
callback.
tremendous.
Yeah. Well, speaking of
It's a callback
arson,
to a part
yep,
of the show no one was involved in.
no one heard it, and no one. Yeah.
But everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the outside joke.
Yep.
Sorry.
Speaking of outside jokes, this is the Work Perspectives podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's all objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right. So real quick, let's talk about it. On the show this week, we aired the Chad Marks episode. I'll tell you, this episode was a hitter. Love this episode. This dude, I'm telling you, this dude was awesome. Chad was like a really good guy.
He's awesome.
My favorite part outside of you saying like all the time, God damn it, Matt. But my favorite part by far is just the way he comes off. Like it's not, you could tell how authentic he is. Like listening to it, there was no funniness in this. Like he was dead serious with most of the shit he said because it's not fucking a joke. I may have been in jail, but not the jail he's been to, and I can only imagine.
It reminds you of like almost like a military man. Like how, like, you know what I mean? Like they're hardened by their experiences.
Let me bring this back a little bit. Let me circle a life this. Hey, J-Dub, keep fucking stealing from Starbucks. And you're going to have to go through that man's experiences. You hear me? You fucking keep doing this dumb shit. You are not built for jail, J-Dub.
I'm not.
You got 2 nice lips, pal.
Yeah.
That's all I could think the whole time too, was like how lucky I was to get busted as a juvenile.
Agreed.
Because like all the shit he did, like it's just not. I wouldn't have been
Yeah,
able to go through
Not
all
a
that.
joke at all.
I'm not selling weight with firearms. I just,
Bro.
I'm just doing cake pops.
Dude, I'll tell you, shout out if you he has like a bunch of chapters of his book on his YouTube channel, Blood on the Razor Wire. Blood on the Razor Wire is the name of the
Definitely
book.
check it out.
Dude, it is fucking awesome. Like it really it's written like a fucking John Grisham novel. Like it's
Hell yeah.
like high action. You know what I mean?
bet.
Like he ain't getting into a lot of it shit. Dude, he's talking about like first day dudes getting jumped on the yard and stuff.
Day
like
one.
USP Big Sandy he was at the most dangerous prison in the country, right? And he was 24 when he went in. Can you imagine being fucking 24 going in? Dude,
Not ready for that.
No. Dude, they told him first day, get a knife.
Get
the
a knife.
guards.
And a face tattoo.
The guards told him.
And a face tattoo.
Yeah. They said, they said no face tattoos.
Oh,
They
yeah,
said,
no
get a knife,
face
no face tattoos. And he was like, all right. Dude, but the craziest thing was the story of when he got out and his wife was like, yo, let's go. Like he had a girlfriend prior to going into. He was sentenced to 40 years, so he was like, you got to go live your life. Like, we're done, you know? And she was like, yeah, okay. She would, like, live her life, get married, have a whole thing. He gets out. She dumps her husband and gets back with him, and now they got twins.
Yeah, she starts hitting him up on Facebook, and he's like, hey, like, you're married. Like, I don't think this is okay. And then she divorces her husband, starts hitting him up on Facebook again.
Yep.
And he's still like, hey, like, are you sure? And
now they got
twins. And he went from having to maybe knife a person to just using my meat knife on her.
I mean, he went from that being his whole life to getting out and now helping a bunch of other people in the same way. Like, he wasn't a terrible criminal. It's just they doubled down on that gun charge, and it took it from what would be 5 years to 40.
Yeah, that was such bullshit.
And they crushed because he was hit during like the war on drugs. Like they'd kill you for crack. Crack was like
because
they
altered.
Yeah. Look how much good it did.
From the toe I've dipped in that world, right? A little toe dip compared to him. The little toe dip I've had. You meet so many guys that just got fucked over. There's plenty of jerk offs and assholes that deserve to be in there. But there's so many guys that got the raw deal like him that, you know what I mean? Shout out to him for fucking taking care of some of them people because there's good people in there that got fucked.
Plus,
you have a legal gun and a gram of weed, and they're like, you're getting 5 years.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what?
Dude, joke.
I'll tell you, one of the things he did talk about, though, is like setting up a rehabilitation program with the prisoners and making guards more accountable, putting cameras on guards.
Fuck
right?
yeah, they're the worst ones. Well, in Philly, they call him a turnkey because he's the dude who opens your cell, right? It's not a CO. It's a turnkey. The turnkeys in Philly are the worst human beings you will ever meet. Fuck all of you. All of you.
Dude, I wouldn't want to work at it. Like, I do not like that. It would scare me to work at a prison. I don't want to be anywhere near those.
I don't want my job to be that dangerous every day. I don't want to, because I don't want poo thrown on me.
Oh, when he talks about getting shitted down, oh my god!
If I get shitted on, it's on.
Now this is just a tiny one. I see there's tons of rats on State Road, right?
Like actual
the size of
animals.
cats, rats, not mice, rats. Right? These motherfuckers are the size of guinea pigs. Racist term. The size of guinea pigs, right? So the fucking one rat runs through. I seen a dude step on it in front of the turnkey and smush its head. This dude put him in the hole for smushing that because he had to clean it up. Blood splatter all over the walls.
Like
There's a fucking. I'm standing 2 feet away. I'm just trying to go to fucking lunch. Now I'm like, you know what? I'm not eating today. I don't. All of a sudden, I lost my fucking appetite.
Yo, he did talk to. Could you imagine this? 14 months in the hole.
Oh my god. So
14 fucking months.
This is all alleged. I had to do a little bit of whole time for a fight, right? It was only like 4 days. When they say 20 and 23 and 1. Yeah, 23 and 1. That should make you go crazy. I'm not built for that.
No.
I'm too ADHD, my mind running like a fucking me. I was ready to just fucking, I don't know, run into the wall until I could fall down and just die.
And they don't give you anything, worst. Right? No
nothing.
Book, no pen, no paper.
Nothing, cuz you don't get shit. The cell's so small, you're fucking. I'm not even claustrophobic. You're claustrophobic. It's the worst.
Dude,
It should be cruel and unusual punishments.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
I'm the same way. I have a crazy brain. Being alone with my thoughts would be the worst.
It's not good. Not good.
Mm-hmm. Bro. Yeah. Like we said, like we said, available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. We have the Chad Marks episode. Next
One
week,
of the realest episodes you've ever done.
I agree. That's some of our best work.
One of the realest episodes ever.
I can't wait to get him back on. He was great. And I hope it opens the door to more guys like in his lane of like rehabilitated inmates that are trying to make things better, because there's a whole genre of them out now, like that have like a platform, and he's kind of leading the way for that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So then also next week we are airing, I'm telling you, we are starting this year off with some fucking heaters. Next week, we are airing the Sidney Outlaw episode, baby, which is also the debut of the one and only Rich Latta. So it's going to be...
legend, the man,
he's
the
best,
fucking
dude.
bull.
Dude, honestly, it was me, Rich, and Sid, and it was a live shoot at the gym. We shot it at the gym. And it's fucking great. I'm super excited. So we have that next week. And
so cool for him to be live too, because he lives in South Florida. So fucking awesome for him to be up here live. That's so awesome.
Yeah, he came up. That's awesome. He's gonna come up too for his he's training for a fight soon. So he's gonna come up here and stuff, and we'll put him through camp and everything. He's the fucking best, man.
He is.
So super proud of him. Super excited to get that episode out. But right now, we're getting into the gimmick. So, like we said, Steve and Liam have prepared some headlines from around the globe. They're broken down into 3 different categories. The categories are Stupid Is as Stupid Does, Incredibly Incredible, and Sports and Speds. So we're going to start off with Stupid Is as Stupid Does. Strong Stem, I'm going to you, baby. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
All right. So we're going in the air, right? We going mile high. We going Air India. Right?
Air India.
So we on a flight from New York to India, and on this flight happens to be a guy named Lasmeeshma, right? Indian feller. Well, he happens to be a VP for Wells Fargo, a high-level VP for Wells Fargo. He decides he wants to get wasted and absolutely bombed on the plane, whip his dick out and piss on the lady next to him. I don't even know how to like put this with words that it could be like something easy and nice and draw it out. Anyway, he pisses on this broad. No one does shit. They go back to fucking India. They go back to India. He goes to jail for 14 days. And now they didn't want to do anything at first. And then they eventually realized that they had to. And now he could be facing up to 3 years in jail, but he pissed on a broad next to him in a flight in India. I mean, what are you going to do there? Like, and again, fuck Air India at first said they did not handle it correctly. They probably should have been more involved, maybe tried to stop him. And all the people on the plane were like, stop him. All you dickheads just stood there and watched him act like a complete sped. And one eyewitness said that he multiple times told him the same story over and over. So you could tell he was severely intoxicated. He kept looking over at him being like, I'm a VP. Well, he's like, yeah, I know, dickhead. You told me for the 14th time, you wasted motherfucker.
Yeah, he was just hammered.
Shout out Indian Bull.
Did the old sleepy pee on the person sitting next to him.
Dude, I can only imagine.
It probably wasn't a vicious urination. Yeah. I think it was just a hammered urination.
Oh, no, but a strong stream because my man drank like many beers.
Yeah. You're saying
he drinks.
And he didn't piss his pants. He whipped it out and just started hosing down.
On her. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I know that I know in India, I guess they don't women aren't treated as well as over here, but
you mean have zero rights?
I'm telling you too, if that plane didn't stink already after he pissed, that thing had to be the worst fucking smelling plane that ever existed. My God.
Amen.
Dude. Amen.
Now again.
Like we've never been into a fucking 7-Eleven and been like, what the fuck stinks in here? I'm the only one all of a sudden?
now.
Fucking leave me hanging out to dry. Air India, I guarantee that fucking plane stunk. I guarantee it.
Robin Quivers tells a story about landing in India to go there on vacation to experience India and see it. And she landed, got off at the airport, just smelled the country and went to the front desk, booked a ticket, and went to Italy. She's like, no, this place stinks.
No, it stinks.
Now, was there a Bitcoin machine that could transfer your money into Bitcoin on the plane with Indian Bulls? Maybe. All right. I don't know. This is just how they roll. Everywhere I go now, every fucking Indian deli, every Indian gas station, they got Bitcoin. And my man, I'm just trying to buy blunts because allegedly I smoke weed. I'm just trying to buy blunts. And my man's like, you get Bitcoin? I'm like, dog, I'm not buying Bitcoin. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
What's the one that begins with an R? They have the machine at the 1-7-Eleven. I'm like, I've never even heard of this.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So
now,
nice.
just real quick, he did get relieved of his duties, and he is no longer a high-paid international executive.
Oh, that's a shock.
Out of Mumbai. Well, but here's the problem. Wells Fargo, also one of the scummiest banks maybe ever, all the shit they've ever done. And all of a sudden, now they got a moral stance. Now they got a moral stance.
Like I guarantee, I guarantee he's a VP at Wells Fargo. He's from India. He's heading back to India, thinking he's like Johnny Big Shot. 100%. I guarantee he's saying the whole time as he's pissing on this lady, he's like, "I piss on bitches like you. I own you. You know,
I own all of you."
Totally demeaning. Yeah.
He might just be. He might just be a drunk scumbag.
100%. 100%.
Dude, let's just hope this girl wasn't a minor. You know what I mean? Because then he's.
Oh, no, it did say in there she was over 18. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All
he pissed on a little girl. No one stood up.
Dude, nobody. No, even though it was a woman, nobody fucking stood up and like grabbed it.
What do you want to get peed on? Like, you just gotta wait till he's done and then yell at him.
That was the big complaint. It was like that.
He still should have got hit.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like, someone should have knocked him out or just been like, dude, go stay by the bathroom.
In America, when that shit goes on, people get wild. We duct tape them to the seat of their plane.
Real.
Like, step up, India. Step the fuck up.
Honestly, the other men that were on that plane that did nothing are partially to blame for this. I will say.
That's what I was kind of getting at. You know.
Or remember this. I don't want to be an asshole, but this is a huge cultural difference. Maybe all the guys in there were like, no, I piss on my broad. Like, maybe you should just piss on her.
He's like, yes, piss on her.
You gotta pay extra for that on most flights.
He's a VP of Wells Fargo. Piss all over her.
Piss on that broad. You're like, yo.
So nice. All right, good shit. Love it.
Shout out Air India.
Yeah, shout out Air India, fan of the show, listen to the show. Great way to start off. Stupid is as stupid does. Real nice. Lasmeeshma, what do you got for stupid is as stupid does?
So, a pigeon in Abbotsford, British Columbia, was caught with a backpack full of meth.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Yes.
I repeat, a pigeon in Abbotsford, British Columbia, was caught with a backpack full of meth. So, there's a place called the Pacific Institution in Abbotsford. It's a jail, and some prison guards, they were like on the lookout for like. Nowadays, a lot of guys, they'll go out into the yard and they'll have drones drive stuff by and like drop it down for them. And that's how they'll smuggle contraband and drugs and everything in. But since they were kind of catching on to the drones and everything, these guys thought, okay, like technology's not really working. Let's backtrack with the technology and do it old school. Like when they used to, like when they used to tie a note to like the Raven and send it. That way, you know? So they're like, so somebody sewed together a nice little backpack, fucking taped it to the, tied it to the pigeon and flew him over there. The only problem was they noticed this pigeon, like, it's not a drone. You can't just press a button and tell it to drop it down. So this pigeon was probably trained to like fly over there and everything.
There it is.
Oh my God.
For all those listening, I just put a picture up on that. We're looking at a picture of the pigeon right now with the backpack. Then it also looks like the backpack's almost color coded to kind of match the pigeon. Right.
Goddamn right. It's a JanSport.
And you just got to train it with the same treat. So like the guy on the outside trains it with like, you know, a chili
oodles
Frito,
and noodles or something.
And then you got to have a chili Frito for it and it'll come get it. And that's how you, you know what I mean?
Well, that was the problem. Bird? So they trained, you know how they train pigeons to like, you know what I mean? Always come back to like their coop and everything, or they train them like they'll clap and then they'll go up to like signal that, you know what I mean? Somebody's like on their block. They do that like in the hood, you know? Yeah. But like, and they train birds to do all kinds of stuff. The only problem is like they train this bird, but they just didn't train it well enough, I guess. Or the person that's trying to catch the drugs, probably the pigeon's not familiar with. So the guy's telling it, fly pigeon, and the pigeon floats over the yard.
Or you're a prisoner chasing a pigeon around the yard. They're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, no, and they're all there with like binoculars and telescopes and shit, and then they notice they're like, what is this fucking pigeon? So they put like a trap out with food. They caught the pigeon, and then
got the backpack. Wow. Now listen, I happen to have when you said in the hood, I happen to have a very personal experience with pigeons, right? So one of the guys from our neighborhood, and a famous family in our neighborhood, and we're just gonna keep it 100 right here. Italians, right? Italians fuck with pigeons, right? It's part of their thing. So one of the families that I know very well, their father growing up had 200 pigeons in a giant cage out back his house, right? He literally could barely speak English. Mr. Centurino, from Sicily, right? Used to let these pigeons out in front of me when I was like 10. Hundreds of them would just go up into the air and fly all around North Wales. And then when he would make the fucking pigeon noise, they would all come immediately back into the cage.
That's
I was like,
incredible.
This is as a young bull, I had no idea what was happening. Now, did he have a cage right next to it with a giant Rottweiler, which kind of made it a little weird? Whatever. But when I saw the pigeons come back, I was like, I have to, what is happening?
Tyson had pigeons.
Man controls birds.
Pigeons, shout out pigeons, yo. They're smart. Shout out pigeons.
You think the dudes at the jail waiting for the drugs were just walking around in the yard going,
damn right they were.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Pigeons, shout out pigeons.
Shout out pigeons, dude. I'm telling you, it probably wasn't the 10th time that they had done it. You know what I mean? Like there's no way they
once
found
out of 100.
Yeah. There's no way they found this on the first try. So
and I'm pretty sure. Hold on, Liam. I'm pretty sure I kind of saw a little bit about the story. Didn't they? It wasn't just narcotics in the school bag. They had like cell phone chargers and like they had all types of gear on this pigeon for them to. The package was legit.
Front.
The package had narcotics, fucking
all
types of shit.
So
because he's a gangster.
Wow.
So this one had crystal meth. They've caught other birds. Yeah, they've caught other birds with like cell phone battery or something like that. But this one was just straight crystal meth.
Just crystal, yeah.
So before drones, they used birds like sometimes. They do anything, you know what I mean? Like we just listened to an episode. They, you know what I mean? They always come up with ways, dude. They're always
goddamn
ways
right.
to do it.
Damn, good on them. Holy shit. All right, nice. Fucking good stuff, guys. Way to start it out. Very good. So, Liam, I'm going to go back to you then. Incredibly incredible. What do you got?
Incredibly incredible. Okay. So we are going over to London. UCL, a recent study by the Department of Experimental Psychology has established a psychological link between fast cars and having a small penis. or more specifically, believing that you have a small penis.
Yeah.
So what they do is they would masked this study. They asked them a bunch of questions, what they value, blah, blah, blah. And the way they got these guys to believe they had a small penis is like they'd be like average dudes, regular, but they would tell them like that the average size was more, or you are below average. You believe you're not, but trust us, you are, you know? So the numbers were pretty crazy. So of all ages, 91% of dudes that thought they had a small penis favored the fast cars and stuff as like a possession, and below 29 it's like 90%, and 30 and older it's 95 to 99%.
I mean I'm gonna be super transparent here. I'm in the industry. If I could tell you, the type of people that drive the coolest cars are the biggest noodles I've ever met.
Oh, I bet
my car's governed to 122.
The toughest guys I've ever met usually have shit boxes or can care less about that. It's not
or drive a truck.
Not a lifted one either. Just like some regular ass truck. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I drive a Honda Accord, so with
a yoga mat in the shotgun seat.
It was one time. It was a yoga mat. It's my wife's yoga mat,
and it was pink.
It is pink. All right, awesome, Liam. That's fucking great. Do you got any more stats on that? Can you do the age stat again, Liam?
Okay, so all ages, 91% of people who believe they had Small Johnson favored like the sports car over like something, economical or whatever. You know what I mean? Now, if you're younger than 29, the average dips to like 89, 90%, but older than 30, 95 to 99%.
Oh, that's fucking great.
The older you get, the more you're just like, you know what? I know my dick doesn't do the most, but I'm just going to buy the most shit I can to make them think it does.
But I want a Porsche, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love that. Very good. All right. What do you got, Strong Stem, for Incredibly Incredible?
Listen, we've been traveling the world lately, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it back home. I'm going to bring it back home. You hear me? So we go in Philadelphia. Lieutenant Mark Hayes, who's a lieutenant. And in Philly, we call them a white shirt, right? It's a white shirt. So white shirt decides he wants to send two of his subordinates, two people under him, a bestiality video. And when I say bestiality, it's a 90-second video of a dog fucking a chick, right?
Jesus Christ.
Dickhead gets fired, right? Hayes gets fired because they find out, right? So then it goes through a 2-year process. He tries to tell these broads, make sure when you go to court, you tell him you have no memory of this fucking thing, no recollection of it. They don't do that. He fucking gets screwed, right? So he's on suspension for 2 years in Philadelphia, who, by the way, their motto is honesty, integrity, and service. He ends up going to the courts. They end up figuring it out. They come back, say it wasn't a bad enough offense. It was just a poor humor thing. And they reinstate him and give him 2 years back pay.
What? They give him 2 years back pay?
So for a lieutenant, just so some of you know, as a lieutenant in the Philadelphia Police Department, usually around 75 to 90,000. So they probably gave him, he was suspended without pay.
Check.
Suspended without pay. And in arbitration, they ruled that this was just a poor shot at humor and gave him his fucking job back. I mean, talk about Philadelphia. Hold on.
What it was.
Honesty, integrity, and service.
And sodomy. Service.
Fuck you, PPD.
Wait.
Fuck you, PPD. I knew I hated you.
Did he send the video
Except
to
for Sean
female?
Saunders. Shout out Sean Saunders. Yes, 2 female girls.
Oh,
of a dog fucking.
All right.
A chick.
Then I see that. I was gonna say if he sent it to like one of like another male guy and they're fucking
send it
ratting
to
on,
a lady is a
fuck that. He shouldn't be sending that to anybody.
But here's the problem, J-Dub. You're not a white shirt in the police department.
No, I'm not a man of integrity.
Like this is literally
anybody
from Philly that's ever had again. I've pulled this out before because I'm a white guy, so I try before I get shot. They're like, hey, listen, get the fuck out the car. It smells like weed. I'm like, suck my dick. Where the white shirt at? Because I'm not dealing with you. Bring me a white shirt. And the white shirt is too busy sending the people who are pulling me over videos of dogs fucking chicks. You scumbag white shirt fuck.
Yeah, well, now that you say that. All right. Wow. Well, they reinstated him with 2 years of back pay, so
which comes out to roughly he not only got his job back, but he got a check up front for about $150K at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
stop being so hard on cops, guys.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out PPD that just takes our tax dollars and gives them to everybody, apparently. Everybody.
Everybody needs it. Wow. Well, that was incredible. So now we're coming into our final one. Strong Time, I'm going to save you for last. So, Liam, I'm going back to you. What do you got for sports and speds?
All right, we're going back to British Columbia.
Wow.
Hell
yeah. A lot of time in Canada.
Yep. This is
just so everyone knows where the best weed in the world is grown.
Yep. So this is the Kootenai International Junior Hockey League. Handed out 35 games worth of suspensions in one on-ice brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And that's to one team. Excuse me. That was 35 to one team. They actually handed out 43 games total in the whole game. The one team got 35. The other team got 8 games. It was the Nelson Leafs that received 35 games. Their coach was suspended. His name's Adam DeBella. He's suspended for the rest of the season. Afterwards, he later resigned. And the Beaver Valley Nighthawks were the other team. They were suspended. They gave out like 8 games worth of suspended. 8 games. 4 of the Leafs players were handed out 8 games apiece. So when this,
How many players are on a hockey roster?
That's a good. I think it's 15. No, it's got to be more. So there's
6
three
players
lines,
on a
three
roster?
lines to 4 lines of 5 people
Yeah, what do you
apiece.
got?
So it's got to be like 24 probably with a couple extra guys.
Probably.
Because there's 4 lines of 5 players and a goalie.
Yeah.
So
There's like almost every player plus a couple got 8. How many
So,
games are even in
unreal.
the season?
four of the Leafs players got 8. Another Leafs player got 3. So basically, the second period started, and the coach was like, "Fucking kill them all." You know what I mean?
He was
They-
like, "Have you guys seen the show, The Danbury Trashers? We're gonna make them look like a fucking, kids show. here.
Amateur hour.
Yeah, we're gonna be like Mighty Ducks compared to them."
the director of the league apparently was like, has been like around and hockey for a while and has been in other leagues and everything. And he says it's the most disciplinary actions he's ever seen for one team in his entire life.
Shout out that
I
guy.
fucking love it.
But the coach resigned and everything. I don't know. It was great. They just said they didn't even get like 30 seconds into the second period. Like they just dropped the puck, started fighting, and fucking, what I mean?
Yeah.
The game, they didn't even finish the game.
That must have been one hell of a brawl.
Now, this is, did it say the age group of this?
It's a
Are they
junior
above
hockey
18?
league.
They're probably
So
like
junior
in their
hockey could be
20s.
over 18.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's 18 to drink in Canada. So I'm
Oh,
99% sure every one of those guys slugged Molson Ices before they got on there and were just
Oh.
ready to rock.
Couple moose
Yeah.
heads.
So the
Yeah.
coach is only 29. Yeah, it's an adult league. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
adults.
And remember, in Canada, I've been there when I was under 21, is 18 to drink. And they, instead of Molson Canadian, they give you what they call up there Molson Dry. And it's like fucking 9.5%.
Ooh,
And after a couple of them,
you're fucking
you're just
going.
ready to get down because you're in Canada
Yeah.
and there ain't shit to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Justin Trudeau. But I hear you. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And
Hell
this was,
yeah.
by the way, just so you know, this was on December 31st. This was New Year's Eve. They were getting it.
They are sloshed.
Yeah.
Love it. Nice. All right. Good shit. Very good. All right, Strong Sam. What do you got for sports and speds?
Now this one I love, right? So we go Finland. We going to Finland, right? We
Love
going
it.
Nordic, where the Vikings are from, right?
Love it.
So they have the wife carrying world championships. It's an actual event, right? It's a 2-day event held in
Oh,
Finland.
did you
where
say
over-
wife carrying?
wife
Yeah.
carrying? So
I've
you
seen
get
this.
over 60 couples from 14 different countries participate in this, right? So the wife must be at least 49 kilos, or you have to wear a rucksack to make up for the weight, right? There's 3 events. There's the wife sprint, the team race where they pass over a broad like she's a baton, and a obstacle course that's 253.5 meters long. Not sure what that means or how far it is because we use miles in America, but whatever, blah, 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 or feet, whatever. So the big thing is the big one is the obstacle course, and there's 4 ways to carry your wife. You can either do the piggyback, you could do the over the shoulder, you could do the torture rack, or the most common is called the Estonia carry, where she
Yeah.
puts her twat on your neck. You hold her leg. You don't have to hold them. She locks them in, so you can use your arms to run. And that's what the most commonly used one is.
It's upside down.
So this
right?
guy, she's her ass,
Yeah.
her face is in your asshole or your lower back, and her legs are wrapped around your neck, so you can fucking keep your arms out, so you can stride. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Wait,
the
is she
other
on
one
the
is a
front of you or
piggyback
the
where
back
they
of you?
behind you. You fucking
I thought
sped.
she
How
was
can
in
I?
front.
I don't need
No,
her pussy
they're
all
like-
in my nose
They're
when I'm trying
draped.
to run.
It's like they're like draped down the back of you.
Yeah.
Also,
it's
you'd
like
be-
a
Legs in the
backpack.
front.
Also,
Now,
you'd
hold
be
on.
kneeing her in her face the whole time, dude.
You fucking
Yeah,
asshole,
yeah.
J-Dub. So
That's a good point.
you never been part of this event, J-Dub? So
Wear
apparently
like a hat.
so apparently there's those 3 courses, right? One is the sprint, which is fantastic. One is called the team event, where it's 3 guys, 1 broad, and they pass this broad.
Whoa.
But before they pass her, you have to chug a beer from your hometown or wherever this is from. So a 16-ounce brew is there. So the second he runs up with this broad, who's usually twat on my neck, her face is in my asshole, and I'm sprinting, I got to quick chug this beer. Then I throw her twat on the back of his neck. She puts her face in his asshole, and we keep it moving to the next, right? So there's a couple of these events, right? The obstacle course, that the big one is the baton one they love. The obstacle course is the one that is the most prestigious. That's the big one. So this is my favorite part. So when you win this, guess what the prize is?
Oh.
Because they're Vikings. I mean, so the prize happens to be, if you win as a male, you get the weight of the broad in beer.
Yeah.
Stop it, right? So hold on.
Nice.
This is the best last part. This guy, Vali Paranuva from Finland, he's a local, was the first ever 2-time champ.
Yeah.
And the best part is it was 2 different wives. He brought 2 different broads to the competition.
He brought
So
a
he wanted the
heavier
first
one
year
the
and was
next
like, you know
year.
what? I was like, yeah, you know what? You were too light. I need to get a thicker broad and prove everybody wrong because I want more beer also. Because remember, it's the broad's weight that you get in a prize beer. So he went in and said, where's the rhinos at? Let me slap fucking Petunia Pig on my back and get all the beer.
The bigger the berry, the sweeter the beer.
Damn right.
And then Steve, did you say that the wife had to weigh a minimum of 49
kilos? And
Okay,
if they put you on the scale, like
it's like 108 pounds, a little over 108 pounds.
All I know is that a kilo is 2.3 pounds. Don't ask me why I know that.
2.64.
264? I thought it was 2.3 something.
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
I think J-Dub's completely wrong because he's fucking corny. But either way, he had to throw this broad on her back, and if that broad does not weigh whatever that is, they have to put her in a rucksack that equals out the weight to make sure you hit this minimum weight.
Oh my God.
So say you pull the smallest broad, you're like, I'm going to carry this little ass broad. They're like, yeah, cool story. Here's the weighted vest that makes it as heavy as everybody else. Yeah. So shout out whatever fucking 14 countries decided to do this. But
wow.
Finland, hell yeah. Now they've also said that this has been replicated in India, back to India again, America, but they don't get this isn't, it would be like the weird Olympics they hold. That's not really the Olympics. It's kind of like a world chain, not the Olympics. If you want to really be the bull, you got to go to Finland. This is the OG tournament to carry your fucking wife. And again, Can I just get video? The only thing I want to see is the one video. Obviously, they said the Estonia. So I don't know why they call it the Estonia. But the Estonia way is the way to carry with the legs, twat on your neck, her face in your asshole. The guy that obviously there's 4 ways to do it. The piggyback, you're an idiot. I want to see who carries their wife in the torture rack. So I don't know how to explain this, Matt. You know WWF, but they put them,
it's the,
across your shoulders.
Yeah.
Could you imagine why your husband ran and just bounced you on his shoulders with the fucking torture?
Neck.
Murder you, yo! Oh my God!
You get a good balance. Get her in the middle.
Oh, I see how they do it. So
now
so she's not crossing her legs. She is carrying the way you said, but she uses her arms and she reaches up and grabs the legs. That's what she's doing in this picture.
She can, but the guy who won, she wraps around his neck.
Oh, okay.
So that his arms can be free. Because remember, putting her hands on his hips while he's running is not going to be a feasible thing. She tries to do that. That's like an action photo.
Oh no, she's like wrapped up like under his armpits.
And grab it.
Yeah, this chick's got a pretty good idea. I mean, I don't think this is the guy that won.
They really make a good technique of it. Yeah.
There's a strategic way to approach this for sure. I need the yoga broad that can lick her own butthole. I need her to roll around my shoulders and grip her shit up for sure. But shout out Vikings. Shout out Vikings. And Nordic.
There you go.
There he is. So there's the torture rack. That's the torture rack. Yeah. So
damn.
This is the obstacle course, which has sand and there's a pool
the version you're
that they
talking
say.
about.
They say the pool.
There's the picture I was just looking at on the right.
They say the pool is 3 meters deep. All these guys lie and say 3 feet deep. They think it's way deeper than that. Mm-hmm. They're saying it's fucking nonsense, but they have to literally do obstacles.
If you're doing the way you're talking about, if you're gonna go through 3 feet of water, she's upside down.
It's not that long. She's not gonna drown, dog. I'm not going for fucking 5 minutes. Look how small that pool is. It's 30 seconds, 20 seconds to get through. They all just did it. Twat on the neck, though. See, twat to the neck apparently is the way to go.
Yeah. Do they squeeze like? Oh, I see how the one lady has it where she grabs her own legs underneath.
That's what we were saying. If you're flexible enough, that's the route.
That's the move. Dude, they train for this shit in the off season. Damn.
Oh, you have no idea. My man's a 2-time champ and he's proud of it with two different hoes.
I mean, how long do you think say if they were the minimum 108 pounds? I mean, how long do you think 108 pounds of beer would last you?
A weekend?
No, you probably get 108 beers. You know what I mean?
No, it's her weight in beer.
I guess if they...
it's her weight in beer.
Her weight in beer, yes.
If those 16-ounce beers, then you would get 100 beers or 108 beers, you know?
Yeah, I'll crush that in a weekend.
Yeah, and then a gallon of beer probably weighs like what? Like 4 or 5 pounds.
Now, what I really need to see is the video of the relay race where it's one broad, 3 dudes. So you look around, it's like, all right, I'll take you, and you. I got my bro because she does yoga. She can lick her own butthole and she can grab her fucking thighs while she wraps around me like a school bag, like a JanSport. Like the pigeon, right? That's the bitch I need on the pigeon's back. That can hold on tight, right? And then
they bring your broads into the prison on the back of pigeons.
And before I could pass the broad or the baton, whatever you want to call it, the guy in India would call it a whore, but whatever. When you pass them, you have to chug a beer from the local distributary before you can throw this bitch on your back and then keep running.
Nice.
I feel like it should be in the Olympics.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, dude, guys, fucking heaters, love them. I am with you. Where it's if we could ever get a sponsorship, maybe
we have to go to the White Carrying Championship,
dude,
yo.
If we get like a beer thing to sponsor us, you know what I mean? Like if we're sponsored by like Bud Light or something, and you know
Heineken.
Yeah.
We need to do a what was that movie? Beer Fest. We gotta do
Beer Fest.
Boot.
Dude,
Yeah,
Beer Fest. What a classic movie.
Das Boot.
That movie is so fucking good.
It's a fun time.
Dude, I remember I used to see my one manager, I used to see him, and every time I saw him, I'd be like, I haven't seen you since Hands Across America? Hands Across America? All right, fuck.
Never going to come up. I'm trying to show Heineken. I'm drinking Heineken. Never mind.
Yeah, well, we're not monetized, so. All right, well, holy shit, that was some good stuff. We are coming towards the top of time. So, Jalen Dub, what do you want to say before we get out of here?
I love that there's so much nonsense in the world. So it's an endless supply. People like my father, and he's so like, the world's a terrible place nowadays. I feel like no, it's full of beautiful nonsense, and Florida's up to all kinds of, you know, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
People are peeing on each other.
Yeah, you really want perspective? Go to the Q Mart. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. See a gator.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. I'm going to Florida this week, so you all be good, be safe, and take care of yourselves.
Stay away from inland water areas.
Yep, and don't die.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wrestle me a gator.
Yep, I'm sure you will.
Don't do bath salts.
Nope. I'm gonna do some salts.
What Strong Sim, what do you got to say before we get out of here?
I hope everybody is my camera on. Can you see me? Does everybody hear me?
Definitely can.
You hear me? You hear me?
You've been cutting out quite a bit this episode, but we can definitely hear you.
But you can hear me right now, right?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah. I got 2 words, and not the Joe Biden where I slide in extra ones, but 2 words. Fucking go Birds, #1 seed, pussy. What the fuck is up? Yep. #1 fucking seed. Suck my dick, burning your New York fucking queer Giants and Cowgirls can suck this dick too. We got a bye, and we coming for everybody, pussy.
Yeah, and
I got excited.
Cowboys and Giants. You hope they beat the Giants. Both of those teams
can suck a
first round, dude. They're out first round.
Yeah, Liam.
Flip that out of here.
Yeah, you go, pussy. Go fucking Birds. You heard me? Go fucking Birds.
Love it. Nice.
Sorry, I got excited.
No, it's good to be excited. That's fun. Great. Awesome. Lasmeeshma, what do you got to say before we get out of here?
There's proof now. So if you're having a midlife crisis and you're thinking of buying something to compensate,
make it a Corvette.
It's written, dude. It's on on paper. It's on paper.
Stats don't lie.
So,
Stats don't lie.
I wish there was a stat for how much pussy the guys who had the little dicks but had the nice car got. Because
they probably still
now,
do stuff.
Now I don't care what I'm swinging as long as I ain't in it for you. I'm in it for me. It sounds terrible.
No. So, all right. Well, speaking of fast cars and little wieners, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, come today by Strong Step Steve Cabot, Lasmeeshma Liam Reese, and Jalen Dub Justin Richardson. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You know us on Instagram at Work Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok, the Working P Pie. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. Thanks. See you. All right, we're out. Nice. Good shit tonight, boys.
So I tried. Liam, I don't know if you want to try this too. So I got a stopwatch up. I was telling Matt because he says he wants to clip some of this shit. So you got to get like
clips,
the most you can get out in a minute. So that's why I was like speed reading through some of this shit because I have a clock up to know that I have a minute to get out the story.
I know
and then
you
we can
guys
talk
are,
whatever shit we want.
I know you guys are reading it too, but almost too like I want it almost be like dictated where it's like, dude, this is what's going on. We're in Finland, right? They have a wife carrying competition, world championships, where there's this blah 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 and this blah 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 and this instead of like if you're reading it, it's different as opposed to like what you remembered. You know what you remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
But dude,
60
honestly,
seconds is not long. When I just this is the first time I timed it. This is the first time I timed it. I was like, oh man, I gotta.
You run out of time real fucking quick.
Real quick.
Yeah. You'd be surprised at how fast it goes when you're like, oh shit, I still got half of this fucking story left.
In my head, I was like, most of the stories I tell are like a minute, maybe a minute 30. No, hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. I'm completely fucking deluged.
But it's because you add shit to it, Steve. Because you're adding like drop-ins and stuff.
Yeah, I think I have a better idea, honestly, because I will even like forget to look at the stopwatch.
Just piss on a bitch on a plane.
No, so I'm just gonna go straight for like I'm just gonna write like 2 sentences that pretty much puts it out there.
Sum it up,
and then everything after that's just got to be like questions.
Banter,
you know what I mean? Like
100%. I agree. So that's kind of like the way I had some real like different deep dives into it. And I cut out so much shit where I was like, I just need to get across the bones.
Yeah.
And then we can all talk shit after it and I can answer questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That actually is better because then I'm not fumbling over like
exactly.
Nope. Who cares?
Exactly.
Or whatever that
exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Dude, you're so Liam, you're so
when
right.
I go, where is this happening? You're like,
goddamn, Steve, your internet's the fucking worst.
And I'm like, where is this happening? And you're like, BC, Canada, because I'm still on the fucking whatchamacallit. The Wi-Fi in this shop sucks dick.
The Wi-Fi. I mean, hopefully it doesn't suck dick in 2 weeks when we're have our HR meeting.
Is that what it's going to be? How many people are going to be there?
It's just us 4, baby.
It didn't affect it last time.
Yeah, I'm keeping about it, and it's only me. Go ahead, Liam.
That you don't need as much bandwidth because it's only one. It would only be like that camera, those mics.
Well, no, I also think I think that it's fine in here. I just think that my phone, which has been dropped 733 times and has every crack in the world, and the back I could probably use it as a shank with the bull in the last episode. So like it's probably my phone and not the connection, but whatever.
Probably could be.
Not buying another one. Suck my dick, Verizon, and fuck you.
Not pick up background noise.
Well, here's the gimmick. Do you have a mic, Justin?
Yeah, so we can, as long as we connect them to the same broadcast, we'll be able to use them all because it shouldn't echo. But
I'm gonna look into that
because like they're made to like not pick up far away, only close. That's why like, we didn't pick up any of the voice shit before. So you can turn that off.
Here's the gimmick, right? Is that so I'll set it up with 2 mics, right? This is what I'm thinking.
Put it on the same USB.
It's one tape. Exactly. Justin, you know what? Where was I before? Where were you before when we were doing this, you son of a bitch? But so I only have 1 mic though. So Liam, you're already bringing a green screen. Do you have a mic as well?
I do. I have this one right here.
If this was an Indian broad, I'd piss right on her face.
God damn it, Steve!
Is that the toilet or am I on an airplane?
You and your fucking schmeck just all over the place.
What do you want from me, dog?
No, but you know what, Steve? I meant to say what you brought up earlier when I was reading the small cock fast car story. I was actually thinking about that too. Or is it when you turn 30 you realize like it doesn't really matter. If you have the car, then
100%.
that works.
You're getting the pussy. 100%.
Yeah. So who gives a fuck what you're swinging, you know?
Now you're only gonna fuck that girl one time. She's gonna be like, all right, the car wasn't. Now it depends what car you have. If you have like a Lamborghini, she'll keep up with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but what they were saying is these dudes don't even have small peckers. They just made them believe that they did, and then they wanted a fast car.
Jesus, yo, fuck that controlled study guy because he's an asshole.
Yeah, he is. He's a true asshole. For
True
doing that.
asshole to fuck with these guys like that.
Now they went home like thinking, I thought I was fine, man.
I know. I thought I was at least average.
Thin.
Like I've never had a problem with it. Jesus, now he's looking at porns, being like, my dick's not like theirs. Well, no doubt, dude.
It's just at the
Ain't that the
thinnest
truth?
wiener.
Yeah.
But like they just said, so they had a guy on Barstool.
SRT.
They had a Barstool guy on, and he was saying how he fucked as the girl. She was saying that there's probably 5 guys in porn, and those 5 guys have fucked 1,000 different girls, and those 1,000 girls have only fucked those 5 guys.
I did reach out to Johnny Sins.
God, I love Johnny.
Johnny Sins, total ledge, man. Love to get him on.
Man of a million jobs.
I would just love to get him on to be like, bro, come on, high five.
We just clap.
I would love to
clap
get
the
his
entire episode.
I would love if he came on and gave us a ranking system. If we're just okay, who's got the best tits? Who's got the best? Who gives the best head? Like all of that, and see what
who got the tightest pussy?
Who has the shallowest?
He'd be like, come on, guys, they're all.
He might not be allowed to, or he might I don't know. He
Whose
might
uterus did you touch?
He's
how many
Ariel
devices have
Ferrero
you
for
ruined?
everyone. So
Yeah.
nice. All right. Well, good shit tonight, guys. I'm stopping the recording.